Hello again, I'm the question mark. This is Ayrton Senna Super Monaco GP2, and we are in France for a pretty massive race. We're just 2 points behind Senna, a point behind Jones in the championship. Senna's beating us 3-1 in terms of our rivalry, but we've staved off the challenge of Benetton for at least the time being. And now we have three races that are reasonably friendly to me. Got to make the most of them. I've got to make sure that we perform at the highest level, but there's a chance that by the end of this episode, I am leading the championship and leading the championship deep into the season. And that would be huge. It really would be big. I wasn't expecting we'd be doing this well, I'll be honest. And partially is that Senna isn't doing that great himself. Usually he's already dominantly ahead of me in the championship. But we've managed 2 wins, both in North America, and we're looking for a third here in France. Oh, hell, I'm looking for a trio wins here in Europe, basically, but only sixth in qualifying, so not especially strong. Senna's up in pole position. The race begins. Now we've got a bit of traffic ahead of us. So the first order of business is try and navigate that as best we can. Get into our position that we like to be in. I'm not overly concerned by that start. This isn't a race where I need to be on top of the leaders from the beginning. The latter part of the race in particular, I am very strong in, and I will make up time there, so I'm not too worried at the moment. But can't do that too often. Up to fifth. Still hear him though. He's buzzing away somewhere near me. In fact, he's just gone past me. Back into fifth. Come across and stay in front of him. So 7 seconds down on Senna with the field thinned out a little bit. That should make things a little easier. Took that better than I usually do. I am getting better at figuring out the right amount of braking to do on that corner. This is where we start to reel in people in front of us. We can't hit one of these two, which is exactly what we did. So back to 8 seconds. It goes the gap. Going past him, up into fourth. Good. He's not a problem now. That guy who's buzzing around behind me. It is such a menacing sound when the engines of somebody else is really close to you because you know you could get hit by them at any moment and it could cost you a lot of time. And there it was again. I thought I was going to come out on top that time, but I didn't, and it's cost me big. 3 laps down. Well, I hoped that I could challenge for the victory here. I think that's unlikely now, given how far I'm 10.7 seconds down on Senna. So I think it's unlikely we do that, but still, not giving up. We took that corner pretty well that time. We go then the chicane, past him into third. Okay, 9.3 seconds behind the rival. Yeah, we're not catching Senna, which means we're going to lose to Senna yet again. So we got to try and get second if we can. We are certainly got to try and get third. Took that corner really well that time. About as fast as I can do it. And sorry again, I feel like I'm really letting you down in terms of the narration of this episode, but I told you there's a pressure on me to get a satisfying end to this series. Final lap then here in France. Going to be another podium, but what step on the podium are we going to get? I think probably third now. I think second place is a little bit far ahead of me. You never know. Still perhaps a small chance, but I think that is probably not going to happen. Didn't even drop a gear that time. Just slowed down just enough to make it round the corner. I think we will finish the race in third, but just be able to see second place in front of us as we go across the line. That's what I think. There he is, as predicted. Third place, sorry. Not brilliant, given the closeness of this championship. And Jones is the man who finishes in second as well. So Senna's back to being 8 points ahead of us. That's disappointing. That is disappointing. So once again, I guess you did the best from Williams. It's Britain next. This is a race I need to win. And Ferrari's challenging me. So Jones has decided to challenge me at this point. I think that's okay. I think I can cope with Jones on this and the next race if these are the two races that he challenges me on. Chance to get some real points. I can win. I believe I can win both these races, you know. I really do, but it's just having the execution. I do want to be, at the end of this episode, I really do want to be in the lead of the championship. That is my goal. And if I could do that, it would set up the last two episodes of this week's episodes really nicely. Still not sure if this will be the last one or not, you know. I think if I don't achieve what I really want to achieve, which is winning this championship, I think I'd have to go for a fifth season. Jones is up in the pole position, and we've got traffic to get through, get near him. Well, we hit Senna, or whoever was in first, giving Jones a real head start here. But actually, I'm not unhappy with that because I partially want to. If I can get Senna down the order, that would actually help. I mean, I've no idea that the person I hit was Senna, but theoretically, it should have been. Oh, it's not going well though at the moment. 8th place. Okay, now the race begins proper, as is so often the case when I play this game. Kind of have to get through the first lap or two before we get serious about actually winning. Up into 6, 5 seconds behind Jones in the lead. In second now, he's dropped 2. Now, hopefully, in the lead, it will be the Benetton or one of the Tyrrells, one of those cars. We moved up to 5th. Still in a very good place at the moment. Getting closer and closer to Jones. Today, I've noticed I'm going with the names of the real world names of the constructors and the game names of the drivers. I don't know why. That's just how it's working out today. Into third. Fastest lap we've ever done on this circuit, I should say. Less than a second behind Jones. Right, there's a real chance of a victory now, in my view. Because there's the leader as well, so he's not far ahead of me. And we've knocked Jones right back. That was perfect. So there's the leader in front of us. Jones is down in fourth. So at the moment, looking very, very good for what we want to accomplish in this race. Then we hit the leader, set ourselves back. Rival is coming back towards us. It's not ideal. Going to be up there just ahead of me most of this race, unless I can overtake him and leave him behind me, because I am faster overall on this track than he is. It's one of the races I know I can win, just have to actually execute. And we're just behind the leader at the moment, trying to use the slipstream to stay in contention with him through that bit. Now, can we overtake? We can. We're in the lead. I did some proper leaning with the steering wheel then, even though there is no steering wheel that I'm using, as if I'm legitimately in this car racing this track. Still to come today, obviously, the German Grand Prix. Another one I think I can win. I really do. And at the moment, we are in the lead here with a real opportunity to take the British Grand Prix victory, all 10 points, and put ourselves right back into the mix. I'm hoping the second place position is not... Second place position? What is that? The second placed car is not Senna's. That's what I'm hoping for. Obviously, I have no way of knowing that at this point. Final lap. We have the lead. We're 7 seconds ahead of the rival. Come on. This should be really, really simple now to take this home. Oh, this also represents the halfway stage in the tournament, in the championship. So if I've managed to stay, up close enough to Senna and Jones in the championship race, then this will probably be the best I have approached this championship so far. So victory. Senna was second. Jones was third. 4 points behind Senna now in the championship, just above Jones. And we go towards Germany. Okay. It's Germany next. Last race. Hopefully the last race in this episode, because if it's not the last race in this episode, that will mean I've crashed. So that would be absolutely not what we want. Back up against Senna after Williams challenged me. We're 4-1 down to Senna. We've got to get a victory here in this race, because if we don't, there's no chance of us winning this championship, because Hungary is after this, and everyone knows how much I struggle with Hungary. Then it's Belgium, which I'm pretty good at, and Italy, which I'm all right at. Still then Portugal after that, which I'm not good at. But Japan and Australia, feel reasonably confident with both of those. So yeah, just this is key. This race for me, for this series, for this whole kind of all of the episodes in this Ayrton Senna Super Monaco GP career mode save thing. This is probably the most pivotal episode race so far, and this episode might actually turn out to be the most pivotal episode to this point. Second best lap we've ever done, 47.003, a really good qualifying. Senna's in pole. Come on, let's beat Senna. Let's get a victory and beat Senna all in one go. Oh, damn it. I was wary of doing that, but I just felt like I needed to get across to the inside line. Oh, and I've really messed this up. Oh, this is just agonizing. How have I done this? How has this happened? Right, let's not get our head down. This is still a race that we can absolutely come back in, I think. It's a 10th and 9th. There are too many cars to get past. Senna's now over 10 seconds ahead of me. Said this was pivotal, and you can tell in the tone of my voice that I feel like we may already have lost this. In fact, I'm pretty certain we have. Oh, trying to get between those two. I've done it into eighth. That was very tricky to thread that needle there. Okay. 11.5 seconds behind Senna. As I said, I just cannot see me catching all that time. We're up to seventh. We can get most of the positions, I think. I just don't think we can catch Senna, even with 4 laps to go. I just think that's too much on a race that where there isn't a lot of opportunity to catch up. In fifth place at the thread the needle again through those two cars. Okay. We've done this lap about as well as we can to this point. There's fourth. 9 seconds ahead of us. Best lap we've ever done, 42.29. I thought that was a good lap all the way round. Still work to do though. Up into fourth. Fifth place has hit me, and I've not suffered, which is great news. But can we catch up with second and third? We know because Senna's our rival that Senna's in the lead. So this isn't one of those ones where we can hope he's not going to win this race. He will win this race unless I stop him. But I'm not in a position to stop him. Still 8.3 seconds ahead of me with 2 laps left. All we can hope to do is try and catch second and third place. And my mind just goes back to the start of this race where we messed up. And Germany is one of those races because it's all about power, nearly all about power. Senna's going to beat us unless we can stay really close to him at the start. And we failed to do that today, and that's why I'm not going to win this race and why I'm not going to catch him. It might come down to 5, 6 seconds in the end, but it's way too much. It's even it's even more now. So even third is looking hard to get at this point. And that might be the end of our challenge because after this race, two of these races are really tough for me. One of them I'm not great at. The other three I can win all of them, but with a deficit as well in the championship, I just can't. I cannot see us winning the championship. And that's not the way I wanted to end this episode. I wanted to end this episode saying, for the first time ever, deep in the championship, we lead the championship. That is not what I'm going to be saying, unfortunately. We're not even going to get third here today, which means we finish with just 3 points. Senna increases his lead in the championship by 7. We'll just see what damage that has done. Dufay was second, Bloom was third, so Jones wasn't even up there. So we are still firmly in second place, 6 points clear of Jones, but we are 11 points behind Senna now, with Hungary next as well. Doesn't bode well. They said, I guess you did the best we could. So I guess, one positive is we've stayed with Williams until at least the 9th race of the season. So thanks very much for watching today. That's the end of this episode. Next up, we've got Hungary and we've got Belgium and we've got Italy for the next episode. And then, of course, we've got the conclusive episode of this season 4 to come. Thank you for watching and give us a like, give us a subscribe. We'll see you next time.